So happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Everyone's favourite time to drink Guinness with some food dye in it that makes it taste terrible. So I hope you all have a good time. But on to today's video. You may have noticed there is a war on in Ukraine. It's kind of a niche underground story, and all of the mainstream media absolutely loving it because there is nothing the mainstream media like more than war. The coof was cool and all for them, but nothing sells adverts quite like the pure, unadulterated fear war instills in the indoctrinated. War is money for the news outlets, baby, and they're in a feeding frenzy right now. You know who else loves war? Corrupt politicians, that's who. This is a chance to get fat kickbacks by giving out defense contracts to their friends. And in America, over the course of 3 days, over $13 billion has been pilfered from the taxpayer to give to Ukraine to launder. Sorry, I mean give them totally needed weapons and aid. That's where it'll go, honestly. Enter Nancy Pelosi, world famous stock trader and part-time Speaker of the House in Congress. This woman is the queen of insider trading and dodgy dealings. Sorry, empathy and giving aid with other people's money. There's no cause she won't manipulate to her own gain. Sorry, I'm really making a lot of mistakes here. I meant to say, no, hold on. That is what I meant to say. Anyway, as well as being possibly the most corrupt person alive, she's also absolutely wasted all the time. And to her credit, she doesn't care. She goes on television constantly, and there isn't a second of footage in circulation where she isn't drunker than you or I have ever been in our lives. She really is living her best life. This has led to some funny moments the past few weeks where she thought Ukraine was Hungary, yet was trying to lecture everyone where Ukraine was on a map. And who can forget this moment of the State of the Union that's playing now? But today, I think she may have just thought, I'm not even having a coffee this morning. It's St. Paddy's Day. I'll have a pint of vodka and a Guinness chaser, because she started strangely at a press conference. She's talking about Zelensky, the president of Ukraine's odd speech that referenced all the buzzwords American NPCs would coom over. Pearl Harbor, 9/11, etc. I'm sure that was totally natural and not written by an American at all. Let's listen.
So I think I thought he was completely appropriate in saying this is the impact we need. If it's not going to be affected by what I'm asking for, then this is another way we can get that done, and that's what people are looking into. What you saw yesterday was history. Later at the lunch, just maybe you might want to watch, I'm going to be reading a poem written by Bono about Ukraine, which you might find interesting.
Well, she's not wrong. I do find that interesting, and I do want to watch. So, let's watch it.
Oh, St. Patrick, he drove out the snakes with his prayers, but that's not all it takes. For the smoke symbolizes an evil that arises and hides in your heart as it breaks. And the evil isn't from friends, from the darkness that lives in some men, but in sorrow and fear, that's when saints can appear. To drive out those old snakes once again. And they struggle for us to be free from the psycho in this human family. Ireland's sorrow and pain is now the Ukraine, and St. Patrick's name is now Zelensky.
If you managed to understand that in spite of the drunken swearing, wow, that was powerful. I think the war's over, boys. The moment Putin hears that, there's no chance he won't order a full retreat and ring Zelensky and apologize. And I think we just learned that Bono, in case you didn't watch the acclaimed South Park documentary a few years ago, he's a piece of crap and the lead singer of Irish band U2. I think we just learned that he never wrote a single U2 song. That was like a poem your 5-year-old kid wrote and you read it cringing while saying, oh, that's brilliant. Let's put that on the fridge, and then you accidentally throw it in the trash. And of course, it's St. Patrick's Day, so that's another opportunity to use symbolism and bamboozle the simple-minded. Never let that go, miss, eh? What the fuck are we doing? These are people elected to lead their country, and they're reading childlike poetry and turning Zelensky into a saint. I don't know, I don't want to take sides, but the more the most evil people in the world are worshipping at your feet, the more I think there's something seriously wrong with you. That's been today's video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to see more content like this. Thanks, boy.